I'm busy posting Austin Theriault's website for his campaign website for Maine Second District. Good morning, Austin. Welcome to the Hugh Hewitt Show. It's great to have you on.
Good morning, Hugh. It's awesome to be on.
I live just outside of the Second District, and I'm not a Mainer. I'm a Virginian, but I had a bunch of Mainers over on Monday night, because we're leaving on Saturday for Virginia. They're pretty optimistic about your chances. How do you feel?
We feel really good about our chances. I'll tell you, this election's turning up to be very much tough for anybody who's running as an incumbent because the past 4 years has been a failure. People want change, and anybody new on the ballot, certainly with experience like myself from the business sector, real life experience, I think is going to put us in a great position going up against Jared Golden. It's not going to be easy. I know we're going to probably get into it, but he's just got buckets of money coming from out of state to try to save his political career. But he's proven to Mainers to be a flip flopper. He's taken basically on almost every single issue you can think of. He's taken different sides of that issue, and really the thing that bothers me the most is flip flop on the Second Amendment, because that's a constitutional right. Mainers have long been very, very, very good with their firearms, very safe and responsible, and he's turned their back on them, and it's a huge issue for especially for us in the Second District.
Austin, my colleagues at WGAN 98.5 News Talk and 560 AM down in Portland, they tell me that you're going to win, and they're pretty knowledgeable. But money goes a long way. How is the money situation? Let's give it's austinforcongress.com, right? AUSTIN for congress.com. Is that it? Or is it Austin for Maine?
It's austinformaine.com. And there's a donation link there. But here's the deal, as you mentioned, um, one of the people that's been pouring a lot of money, I think directly and indirectly, is Michael Bloomberg into the campaign. And Michael Bloomberg's been an
Ooh.
anti-Second Amendment, anti-gun billionaire, and he's not afraid to put his money where his mouth is on this issue. So that's sort of the folks that we're up against. George Soros is some of his families donated directly to Jared Golden and stuff. So we're running a grassroots campaign. I mean, to be honest, I think we've raised more money in Maine than any other congressional candidate in the Second District ever. So we're doing well. We've just got to close the gap with folks from out of state, because they can make a huge difference in this race. And I don't know if you saw, there was an article in the Portland Press Herald a few days ago, and it was interesting they actually said this, because they're really not on our side typically, but they said Maine Second District race will probably control the balance of Congress. So there's a lot of eyes on this race, and we're doing everything we can to win, and we could certainly use the extra help.
I only bring on candidates that the NRCC tells me are, one, important to the national map, and two, are either ahead or tied. That's why Austin is on. So your money invested in Austin goes a long way. Austin, give people your brief bio, would you? I know it. Everyone in Maine knows it, but tell people about it.
Well, I come from a logging and farming family up in the northern part of the state of Maine. Very, very, very tough for a lot of folks up there back in the day, generations ago. Think about the opportunities that were there. Basically, if you didn't farm or you didn't go in the woods and log, it was going to be a tough haul for you. So my grandparents and the folks before them taught me everything that I know about making sacrifices for your community, working hard. Fortunately, I was born in a family that taught me all those values, so I was able to have a career in NASCAR for a period of time. Won a championship in 2017 in the American Race Car Association tour, which was a tour that traveled across the country, basically right within NASCAR, and came back to Maine. After traveling the country for quite a few years, and said, this is not the state that I remember. There's a lot that we have to fight for. Obviously, the state of Maine's been under Democrat control for many years. The governor right now is under Democrat control. The House and the Senate is. So I ran for state office and won. I actually won a seat that had been held by Democrats for probably 50 or 60 years. So we're on the right track. I'm doing what I can to fight back, and obviously bring common sense values to Washington
Austin, this is
D.C.
important. It's a ranked voting state, which is nuts. I don't understand it. I'm a lawyer. I've been teaching con law for 30 years. Is it better just to vote one person on the ranked vote, or should you vote two people and somebody not named Jared Golden as number two? What's better?
Well, we've been telling people to just vote all the way across. Just vote all the circles, vote for the same person. There's been a lot of misinformation out there over the years where I think they want people to vote, for a different person, and ultimately it helps the other side. So just vote for one person all the way across, and you can check or circle uh, those circles on the ballot. And even in like the presidential race, there's seven. There's actually seven circles, so it's very confusing. But we recommend people to do that. And if folks want to go to AustinForMaine.com and help us out, that would make a big difference.